Hey, it's Cobra here at MaddenGuides.com, and I'm bringing you another Madden tip that I hope that you guys will enjoy. And the name of it's called Defending the I-Form Pro Quick Slants. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at it and show you how we like to defend it with a zone defense and one-man defense. Let's go ahead and take a look at the play art, or at least a play diagram first, and then we'll actually get into the field and take a look at it on the field here. So the play that we're going to use here is called I-Form Pro Quick Slants, as you can see on your screen. That's the offensive play. And then on the side of the defense, we're going to use the 4-3 normal Tampa 2. Now, we're doing this in regular game mode, and we're going to use the Packers and the Vikings if you're following along. So let's go ahead and take a look at it on the field here. And like I said, the first defense we're going to start off is called Tampa 2. All right, the Tampa 2 defense is going to do a pretty good job at defending this, and this is why. If you look, you got two receivers that are running the slant routes. You got this receiver right here, which is to your left. We'll go ahead and call him the flanker right here. And then we're also going to have this other receiver over here, which is the split end. Now those two guys are both running slant routes. For the most part, we want to go ahead and focus in on this receiver here, which is the one on the left. And I want to show you how to defend this without having to do a whole lot. And the first defense we're going to run is, as I mentioned already, is the Tampa 2 out of the 4-3 normal. What makes this defense effective is because these linebackers are dropping back in hook zones. You've got this one right here, which is the right outside linebacker. As you're looking at your screen, he's going to drop into the left hook area, into this area here. Therefore, with him doing that, as you look at it, by him dropping back, as you can imagine, he's going to be in position somewhere in this area here to go ahead and defend that play where he won't be able to find the open receiver. So more than likely, it's going to happen somewhere in this area here, and he's going to end up basically defending that where that that receiver won't really catch the ball from the quarterback. So let's just go ahead and run the play, and you'll see what I mean with this one. Now, I can't always guarantee he'll be in position every single time, but a lot of times he will. In that case, you just saw it right there. Now, the cool thing is we're going to go ahead and flip the script here, and we're going to just go ahead and flip the teams, and we'll put the Vikings on the offensive side of the ball this time. We'll do the same thing. There, you notice there was a pick there, which was nice. And that's generally what happens. Sometimes your opponent might be able to throw that in there and complete it, but a lot of times it's going to be hard to do. If we go in instant replay before we actually run the play with the Vikings, let's go ahead and take a look at this just so you can see it. So as I mentioned earlier, when we first started doing this breakdown, this receiver is going to go into that slant area. With the Tampa 2 defense, this defender is going to be in position to defend it. The only thing I will say, sometimes in the Tampa 2, this linebacker will drop further back, and if your opponent was to go ahead and maybe hold the ball just a little bit longer so he takes his drop, and then he holds and waits, he might be able to find that receiver somewhere in this area here and might be able to hit it between the two outside linebackers. I'm not saying that's going to happen all the time, but that's a possibility. So that's something you might want to watch. But at any rate, as you look at this, as we're running through it, you can see that linebacker clearly drops in there, and he's in total position to take that away. If you look to the other side here, I might really want to focus too much on this other receiver, but you can see it's the same case right there. As you look at it, you can see that this defender right here, as you look at it, he's in position as well to go ahead and defend this as well. The quarterback's not going to be able to make that throw because that defender's there as well. So that's pretty well covered. All right, let's go back on here and flip the teams around since I threw an interception, which isn't going to make a difference because it's going to be basically the same results for the most part. Let's just run this one and run the Tampa 2. And then this one, we're going to go into the I-Form Pro Quick Slants, and we're going to run the Tampa 2 as well. Now, what should happen is with this defense, with the 3-4, this linebacker hopefully will drop back because we've got this linebacker blitzing. So hopefully he'll be in position to defend this. He's a little bit further over, but he should still be in there where you can get that defended. So at any rate, that'll work against that. So if you're going to run the Tampa 2, you should have some success with that. All right, now I want to go ahead and go into man defense and show this as well in man defense and show you why you can run this with man defense as well. So let's go ahead and run it again. First, I want to run the play without making any adjustments in the man defense. So we're going to run this out of the cover 2 man, which is a standard defense a lot of us like to run. And then we'll go into the quick slants play with the Packers. All right, there it is, same thing. And you can see on your screen, here's the cover 2 man, I like to call 2 man under. But anyways, you got press coverage on the outside. And again, I'm going to look to throw to that left receiver here. And this is what a lot of times happens is he ends up getting open because once he breaks to the inside against cover 2 man, he's going to get open. And that's what frustrates some of us because we can't defend it that well. That's why a lot of people like to be able to shade, maybe be able to shade their defenders to the inside to take that away. Unfortunately, the shading's never even really worked. But at any rate, that's he's open. You can see he's wide open there. All right, so this is what you can do if you want to take that away on if you're going to run cover 2 man. So let's go ahead and go into that. One of the things I suggest doing is, and I've suggested this in years past, is to take control of a defensive end and put him in a hook, and that's what I'm going to do there. So he's going to be in a hook. You can't really see it on your screen right there because of the defender playing the deep zone there in the deep zone area. But anyways, this is where he's going to drop. He's going to drop into that area. So basically, it's the same thing as before. This guy's going to drop back. He's just replacing that linebacker that we were doing in the Tampa 2. That's really all we're doing there. Now, one of the things I will tell you, and I've noticed this, is that you might see a switch. And what I mean by that is you may see this defender here, which remember he's the one supposed to be dropping back in the hook zone, that left end, or right end, excuse me. He may go and cover that running back in man coverage, even though if we were to look at it, it shows him clearly covering the hook zone. And then this defender right here, who's supposed to be in man coverage on the running back, you can imagine what this is going to happen is he will become the hook zone defender and drop back. Let's see if that plays out on this particular play as we're watching this. I'm going to go ahead and switch to another defender here and see what happens here with that and see if we do get the switch. And there's a switch, and then we still got the result of that linebacker picking that off in cover 2 man. So let's go look at an instant replay real quick, and then we'll get done with this video. But this is something I just wanted to show because I know I do get some questions of people asking me, hey, how do you defend the quick slants? And I just wanted to show at least out of the I-Form Pro. I haven't ran through everything, but I do know in general if you do run a Tampa 2 in a lot of defenses against a lot of the different slant plays you'll find, that's the way you defend it. And if you want to run man, you almost have to drop a defender into the hook zone to take that away. So let's go ahead and look at this. Remember I just talked about this a second ago, that this right end is supposed to drop in the hook zone, and then this guy's supposed to be in man coverage on him. Let's watch what happens as we go through the video and roll it here. That's not the case. You can see now the left end or right end goes out here to cover the running back, and then this guy drops back in the hook zone. In a way, it kind of could confuse your opponent on offense because he's thinking, initially you wouldn't think that the left end would be in man coverage. In this case, he is. So that can be kind of confusing. But at any rate, you can see that guy clearly picks the pass off and he heads back the other way. So this is something that you definitely can run to go ahead and defend against the quick slants play. Hey Madden gamers, if you enjoy this Madden video or any other video, please subscribe to the Madden Guides YouTube channel. And as always, thanks for watching and for your support.